Welcome back, folks. My name's Joe, and this is my channel, Joe's Bad at Video Games, where I am bad at video games. Last episode of our Minecraft Let's Play series, we finally found a warm biome with nice sand, terracotta, and a great place to maybe find some new wolves and do a little bit more exploring. Really, I needed a source for an obscene amount of sand, and I really wanted terracotta, so here we are. And this episode is mostly going to be about exploring this area and seeing just how much more of this map we can do. Since we're all the way out here, and I don't want to have to make this journey again, we might as well explore this out. And I think I'm going to do most of it by foot. I've tucked the elytras away for now. So let's go ahead and set out on our journey. I did not bring my bed with me. There's no wildlife that spawn out here, so no way of getting wool, except for a mine shaft. Yeah, let's run around at night. That sounds like a great idea.
And in fact, it was not a great idea. Instead, he spent the evening fighting calamitous creepers, zealous zombies, caustic catgitses, and of course, the scary skeleton snipers, before taking refuge in a desert mineshaft where, eventually, our hero did find something very interesting.
So I went down a hole, followed it down a bit, and now we've got Skulk. So let's see if this goes anywhere interesting.
After following the skulk deeper and deeper and tunneling and burrowing through the earth, eventually I did in fact find something very, very interesting. That is an ancient city, and after dealing with the security enforcers, I took a quick look at it to decide what to do, as I was nearly out of night vision potions. So I opted to climb my way out, pillar up, and then set up a base camp, because that really seemed like the best idea. Once I had pillared sufficiently high enough and gotten my bearings on the actual location of where I was, I decided that it was time to head back to where I had left my ender chest and things, and sail on back to this pillar, where I would set up a small base camp, and get myself prepared for, well, gathering up a ton of sand and other things. So let's go ahead and have a quick rest, and then a word from our sponsor. Do you need sand? Do you need so much sand to run your emerald economy? Whether it's selling bottles to clerics or selling glass panes to cartographers, here we have everything you need at Minecraft Deserts. All you need to do is bring a shovel, and you can dig to your heart's content for hours and hours, gathering shulker after shulker of sand. And when you're done gathering sand in the day, you can move over to a Badlands and gather orange sand in the night. And after that, of course, you can go to your patented, incomplete, and unfinished desert shelter, where you store all of your things. If this does sound like something for you, then just so you know, we've got an extra special deal here in the Minecraft Deserts. You might just get lucky and find yourself a warm ocean, and in that warm ocean there might be a shipwreck with a blank buried treasure map. Of course, the perfect treasure and souvenir to bring back home. So if you think a desert is for you, please feel free to call now. This is not a real ad. Results may vary depending on seed. We are not guaranteeing any loot in any desert. After checking out the Desert Temple, I did find an Efficiency 5 book, which was great. And then I got to do what I think is actually the coolest part of looting the Desert Temple, but I realize Minecraft Archeology is kind of boring to watch when you're doing it correctly. That is, to be very careful and systematic through your approach, breaking them one at a time. It's better content to mess up and lose out on some things, but I kind of disagree with that. Like, I love doing archaeology when I'm in a single player and I'm not having to commentate over it. It's very peaceful and meditative for me, but I also feel like it's a lot of work for a lot of nothing. I guess what I'm trying to say is that archaeology isn't done yet. I feel like it needs to be fixed, and, you know, I just want Mojang to give archaeology a second look. You know, I think I got a song coming, guys. Mojang, hear me out, why don't you? Your game has a feature you call Archeology, which is supposed to be about some cool ancient history, but instead, all we do is brush these sussy sandy blocks, and sometimes, if we're lucky, find some sussy looking rocks, but all the loot inside them is nothing but the same. Clutter and junk we find all throughout your game, and don't even get me started about that simple wooden hoe. At least get it enchanted or just simply let it go. Lastly, I want to talk to you about these sherds. Why can't we duplicate them? That's really just absurd. I don't want to waste my time brushing up some bones. I want to feel excited like I'm Indiana Jones. Yeah. And the sniffer? That's way too hard to get. Also, what happened to bundles? We ever gonna get those? Or are you just abandoning that one too? I don't really know what came over me there, but that was fun. I hope you guys liked it. Anyways, I did a little bit more exploring in this area. Found another mine shaft without anything good, and another desert temple. This one actually had good loot. I found a bunch of gold, diamond horse armor, and specifically, I found the dune armor trim, which is awesome, because I think that's one of the ones you need for the achievement. So that's much closer. I also stumbled upon, as I was kind of filling out the map a bit more, I spied a jungle temple. And this one was actually kind of fun. As I approach, you'll hear a zombie triggering the arrows going off. And I think there was a skeleton in there too. Stumbling on these guys though, it was quite amusing for me. Just this guy here chilling, getting hit by the arrows as he continues to set it off, taking him out. Then another zombie around the corner. Oh no! No, but this wasn't all that much of a threat. I'm only showing this, though, because I actually got decent loot in the hidden chest. That's the jungle armor trim and a couple of diamonds. So, that worked out well. And after that, I decided I was going to make my way back to my base camp, because this whole area is going to take a lot more exploration. So it's time that I hook this place up to the nether. So I built up my portal, and then I went through said portal. And then I decided to drink a fire potion, and I'm going to actually start my nether hub, which means I'm going to dig all the way down to Y13 or Y11, I don't remember which, but going to dig all the way down and set up a portal down here, and then I'm just going to tunnel from my base back to this one, which does mean that after I get this one linked up, which it is, I had to go back through also to break the upper portal. After that, I decided to blow through a good chunk of my elytra's durability and basically just fly straight back home so I could grab some supplies, so I could finish my build over in the Badlands, and also so I could dig myself the home end of my nether tunnel, which did in fact require digging and doing some dangerous falls, but I was fine. And after I did that, I then dug all the way back to the Badlands portal, where I was able to finish out my build. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. Alrighty folks, here we are. I spent a little bit of time building out this dock here, just to kind of have a place to park boats, especially with the ancient city being beneath the river and whatnot. And then I also brought a ton of wool so I could finish putting a roof and a little bit of a decoration on my Badlands temporary structure. I used some banners and some fabric to kind of give it a flat, kind of tarp-style roof. I used fence gates across, which I think looks fine. My bed's sunk in, I've got the fire, I've got some potion brewing, because I'm probably going to need to brew a ton of night vision potions, especially for the ancient city if I'm going to raid it properly, which I'm not sure if I'm going to do that next episode. I got the nether portal right over there, but I am planning on doing some farm building in the next episode. In particular, some of the desert resources we got. I'd like to start building farms for those. So anyways, we're going to wrap it up here. Thanks for watching today, folks. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm betting most of you aren't subscribed, and I would love more subscribers. So thanks!